Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and more Test of Honor. So we got another small unboxing. We decided to pick up a few more things from our initial purchase. We did a video on the starter set, which again is really just there for the rules. You do get like one figure in there, but we wanted to have a couple of factions just to feature in some small or regular size games for you guys, or at least to get something to start. So we've got a couple of the Ashigaru expansion little boxes here, so not quite blisters since they're in a box, but same kind of effect. But we get some models here. So we picked up one set here with bows and muskets to get some firepower, and then some spearmen. We did pick up one other blister for some more like command type guys as well. So and then maybe seeing if we would want to expand that into like a regular just like Ashigaru faction if that's possible, but also just to mix in with some samurai, I think. So anyway, we'll get this open up for you guys to show you the figures. It is all metal, so we'll get into that, and then we get some cards with them as well. So we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, we got everything opened up here, so let's take a look at everything we get inside. So the minis are by and large one piece except for their back banners with a little bit of trimming and stuff. So, and on the bow and musket set, everything was more or less in place, although a little bit of bending required for one of the muskets, but detail, and I think these minis have been around for a while, but you know, still pretty good. Obviously you can see you got some cleaning up work to do, but really cool. And these bows are huge as well. We get 2 and 2. Got one here like mid shot. So these should be suitably fun to paint up. A couple of muskets here. Cool stuff there. Again, we get the back banners for these guys, easy enough to deal with. Our bases, and then we get a couple cards. So we get barbed arrows, make them a little bit nastier. What is this? Bojutsu, I think is what it's called. But basically we can upgrade our musket armed guys to essentially count as having like a staff versus cavalry, so that's pretty cool. And then protect the muskets. So basically if you have friendly muskets nearby, these guys get a little bit better, the way I understand it. Moving on, the spearmen is a group of 3, which gives you these, that's kind of what the game uses, these little circular sort of movement tray bases when they're in an actual squad or group. So you got one guy kneeling down here, again a little bit of trim work to do. These spears, I'm honestly surprised that they survived the trip over. That's one thing I wish companies need to like start putting like some more bubble wrap or something, or foam in these things. Half of these spears were bent at like almost 180 degrees. I'm honestly surprised I was able to bend them straight without breaking them. And obviously breaking a metal spear would be a royal pain in the ass, excuse my language, but that's just unacceptable, I'd say, for nowadays. And you can see this one was one of the ones that we bent back from literally like 180 almost behind the guy. But other than that, detail-wise is great. A couple different poses. This one was another one that was kind of bent almost 90 degrees. A little bit of trim work, of course. And we get some upgrade cards here as well. Another one, protect the master. So if we have a character nearby, they get a little bit better. Bring them down, another sort of anti-cavalry card, so good stuff there. And then this quest here, Bastion. So no spear-armed followers have been cut down by the end of turn 3. That's a feat to accomplish, and you must have at least 1 group or 2 single-armed warriors. So that gives us a quick overview. We did want to bring this in just because these were actually in like a blister bag, so we got them already assembled. But sort of like an Ashigaru upgrade group, so we get a banner here. Pretty cool. Thankfully it's all one piece. This was another one where the sword was just horribly bent, but managed to make it work. Got a musician here. There we go, that's a little bit better. Nice and simple. And then finally, kind of like I think in the blister was like a sergeant or something like that. So a little bit of trim work. This one had the back banner. So thankfully they've designed it nice and simple. So really just find the spot where it essentially is flush and glue it. Of course, gluing metal on metal is always fun. But yeah, all the details there. So, but anyway, that's just a quick selection of some of the Ashigaru stuff that's out there for Test of Honor. We're excited to get more of this trimmed up and based, and then in the pipeline for painting, and then hopefully bringing you guys more content, looking at the game, the rules, and some other stuff too. So let us know your favorite faction in the comments, guys, and any tips that you might have already for playing like an Ashigaru themed list. Hit us up. Thanks so much. Like and subscribe, and we'll have more Test of Honor soon.